Today is the day finally Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning is out in theaters right now. You can go right after the show. We're wrapping up our Mission Impossible week on CBS Mornings with British actor Hannah Waddingham. She may be best known for her role on that hit show Ted Lasso. You heard of that? But now she's playing an admiral on a U.S. Navy ship. Holly Williams sat down with her in London and learned how the character echoes her own family history.
Our lives are the sum of our choices.
The latest Mission Impossible film, The Final Reckoning, is reportedly one of the most expensive movies ever made. An extravaganza of exotic locations and elaborate action sequences. It's also a cautionary tale about artificial intelligence.
I'm sitting on a powder keg, mister.
Starring alongside Tom Cruise is Hannah Waddingham, playing the commander of an aircraft carrier.
One flinch from touching off World War III.
Waddingham told us they filmed their scenes on board a real aircraft carrier, the USS George H.W. Bush, with 4,500 service members on board.
Oh, they were gorgeous. They were gorgeous. Just thousands of people just loving that we were all there, but all of us just so humbled by being around them. As someone who comes from a nautical background, it was really a phenomenal moment.
What's your nautical background?
My grandfather, who we still have, he's 108, was in the Royal Navy, and he's the 5th oldest man in the United Kingdom.
And he
medals up the wazoo.
In the Second World War?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that must have been so meaningful for you.
Yes, another reason why I wanted to do it.
Before moving into television and film, she spent decades on the stage.
I'm very much a team player, and that's what theatre gave me. But I'm so glad that I had 22 years in theatre first.
What about finding fame, big fame,
Yeah.
as when you're already a kind of fully formed adult?
I think it's much better. If I had walked the red carpet at Cannes when I was 24, I think I would have lost my tiny mind. But I don't shy away from the fact that I'm 50 and I've well and truly been round the block.
Waddingham is often cast in commanding roles.
Well, push yourself a bit harder and we'll be halfway there.
From Sex Education to Game of Thrones.
You're fired because I'm the owner now and I don't like you.
And of course, Ted Lasso.
Come on, Richmond!
She won an Emmy for her performance as businesswoman Rebecca Welton.
I purposely take roles that are strong kind of peripherally, but actually when you peel into the layers, there are softnesses, there's self-doubt, because just because you're 6 foot doesn't mean you're not squishy or self-doubting or anything inside.
Waddingham told us that's also true of herself, but she's determined to enjoy her hard-won success.
I know myself more than ever. All the good bits and all the self-doubting bits, all of it.
It's the prime of your life.
Yeah, but also in a moment where you're not feeling that confident, like being on this job, being on Mission Impossible, they are all so kind and welcoming. It's very easy to have imposter syndrome. You could easily go, oh, I shouldn't be here. You know, you just have to choose. You have to choose to be positive.
For CBS Mornings, I'm Holly Williams in London.
You go, Hannah. I like what
That's
you
right.
said. I'm 50, I own it. Nothing wrong with being around the block. I agree with that, too, because being around the block, to me, hopefully you get wisdom and experience with that. So, and she's so good in this movie.
I love the realism of Mission Impossible. They do it on a real aircraft carrier. Like, what?
Yeah, I said it before, I'll say it again. The women in positions of power in this franchise is so awesome to see. Absolutely love it. All right, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning is in theaters, Dolby Cinema and IMAX today. See it in one of those because you have to have the full experience. The movie is distributed by Paramount Pictures, which, like CBS, is a part of Paramount Global.